All right, Ben. So, normally this is the part where I'd ask you about your training camp, but you took this fight pretty late notice. Walk me through what you went through leading up to the fight you just fought 2 weeks ago, and then talk to me about these last 2 weeks coming into this one.
I mean, I had like a 2-month camp for my last fight, and I didn't take any damage. So when we saw that this fight was available, I stayed in the gym. So I wasn't hurt, so I stayed in the gym, so my shape or anything wasn't affected. So I feel amazing, feeling ready to go. So that's why we took it. Felt good and liked the matchup, and here we are.
So talk to me about what you've seen from your opponent so far. It's going to be his pro debut. How are you feeling about this, and what's your key to a victory?
Haven't seen a whole lot. He doesn't have a lot of film out there. I mean, I usually just worry about me, man. Just focus on what I can do. Everybody I've ever fought wants to either knock me out, choke me unconscious, or break my arms. So I just go out and worry about what I do. Comfortable on the feet, comfortable on the ground, the clinch, wherever it goes, and you'll see the rest of the game plan tomorrow.
So it's been a little bit since you've been at Front Street Fights. Front Street Fight 14 to be exact, I believe. So just talk to me about being back in an FSF cage. How are you feeling about that?
Wherever the cage is, to me, it doesn't really matter. I love to compete, so it is what it is. I love fighting here at Front Street. Todd Carlson always puts on a good show. And I get to be home in front of my fans here in Boise. I'm from Boise, so it's always fun to be able to compete here.
So obviously not looking past your fight, but after tomorrow night, what's the next step for Ben Hollier?
I don't worry about that. I got some business I need to handle tomorrow, and then we'll worry about that at another time.
All right, Doug. Talk to me about how your training camp went. I know your opponent's it's been a revolving door on who you're going to fight, but just talk to me about camp.
Yeah, training camp for this one was interesting. I've been trying to find a fight for 4 months, and that just wasn't happening. Other promotions had 45ers, but they didn't want to fight me. I had a guy in Montana last month. He was going to be their main event. He pulled out of that fight. Then this one. So we're on to our third opponent now. So at that point, you can't really help it as the fighter, the one dealing with that stuff. So you just start to make the game plan about executing what you know how to do best and trying to bring them into the game plan. Because every one of these opponents has been a different type of fighter, stylistically. So now it's just about going out and doing what I know I can do best and kind of bringing that against their style.
So your pro debut. Just talk to me about your lead up to this moment. How's it feeling? Are you nervous? Like, walk me through it all.
You know, as a debut, I'm really calm. I think it's just because I've wanted this for a long time, but I wanted to make sure that my body was healthy and all my ducks were in a row so that I could actually do it. But as far as the training and everything goes, I've been around the game for a minute now, and anybody who knows my name knows that I have. And so, honestly, it's just excitement at this point. I'm not nervous. Tomorrow I'm going to be excited, maybe a little bit of nerves when the crowd starts going. But other than that, it feels like I'm headed home.
So I know this last opponent, a week's notice. I mean, and it's a quick one for him too. It's a 2-week turnaround. He just fought. What have you seen from Ben Hollier from the little bit you've looked at, and what's going to be your key to winning this fight?
Well, I have an idea of his style, of what he wants to do when he gets in there and where he's comfortable. And really the key to any fight is taking someone out of their comfort zone. So that they start to get a little bit panicky, a little bit uncomfortable, start doing things that they might not normally do in a fight. The story of a fight really lies in a fighter's ability to take away what the opponent thinks they have going in. If I could do that, it's going to be a good night for me.
And then lastly, how's it feel to be making your debut at Front Street Fights? We kind of talked about it a little bit in the video that we posted, but just walk me through it again.
Oh, it's awesome. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fight here, and I am. So there's a lot of people locally coming out to support me, family, friends, even some coworkers that will be there to cheer me on, where they wouldn't be able to travel to another state or things like that. So hometown kid, fight in front of the hometown crowd is a dream come true.